he gets some very weird side glances.
Well, if there were anyone else watching, perhaps. Luckily, we are safe. No one watches these. Dum dum dum. Let me just put out the ping, and I gotta go grab some water really quick.
I'll second.
I'll give you a cold second.
You sassy prick.
At least he got a second.
Fair. Dinok's been having a heart-to-heart with Thorman.
Dormant
and oh boy, Litney's dragon art.
The episode we start the episode count because we're starting a new season.
Maybe. Maybe. I'll go with maybe.
Or should we do that when we're out of the interludes? Because, you know.
Hold on. I'm putting... Do we not have a meme channel in the Federal Frontier thing?
No.
No, most of our memes are reserved for the one in the main channel.
Hold on, I'm putting it in general then. Litney getting chosen by Steblove. There we go.
Let me have a look.
She's getting raptured.
Fucking alright.
Like, so this is how I die. Okay. Not by a heroic figure, but snuffed out by a cosmic entity. Oh no. Oh no.
No, I'm here to give you endless power and a cheese quesadilla.
Oh dear God.
Hey kid, you want food and roof over your head
back.
and a nice warm bed?
No. I love it's like the moment he says, "I'm here to give you unlimited power and a quesadilla." It's like you could have just given me the cheese quesadilla and the government would have been gone.
You know what? Yeah, that's literally Litney 200 years ago. Like, all you had to say is you had food and I'd be down and I'd do whatever you want.
Okay, hi, I'm back. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Okay, good. Quick question, basically. As some of you might have seen in the general chat, that's the art I have of everyone in the doubles. What are your thoughts, Aaron? What are your thoughts?
Back.
Hold on, I gotta take a
I
look
want your
again.
thoughts on that ping I sent out.
Right.
I have given.
Honestly,
I've drawn art for the Hot Springs episode. I've drawn art in record time.
I feel like Dinok.
Yeah, now I'm still
Actually,
waiting.
that might not be record time. I don't know. I think I did the kids campaign art in record time, but that was not quite as good.
I like how Dinok came out actually. We rarely get Dinok in other emotive art pieces than
Yeah.
By the way, Start, I do have one thing for you.
Yeah.
Me? Yes.
I will point out for your question before, everyone has towels, but let's be perfectly frank. Solstice is wearing the equivalent of a hand towel, and Urayala needs like 7.
Urayala
she needs
is effectively...
needs a tarp. She needs a tarp. Let's be honest.
Urayala, the way I kind of imagine this, the only way she can actually go about this because of her size, and that's beyond the capacity of what the thing was people are thinking, she's probably having her cloak wrapped around her.
That's not a towel.
Something. I gotta
I
figure
will
something
say,
out.
I will say.
No, you get like 7 towels. You tie a couple of them end to end to wrap around her neck and cover her chest.
She's
And
got.
then you have a few that are tied in order to make like a
She's got a
matrix.
stitchwork of towels.
She just has
Yeah.
so many towels.
Yes.
But when I said how I wanted it, I actually meant the token. So it would just be a floating head in water.
Yeah,
We can't do that.
We don't have special tokens yet. We're gonna figure it
Yeah,
out.
so anyway, now I see Solstice has a hand towel.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's bigger than a hand towel.
I would
Well,
say.
It's like
Lit-
the medium-sized towels you put with regular-sized towels.
Well, I go down
Yeah.
over here. D&D Fragile Frontier. Hello, hi, welcome to the actual session. How are you doing?
Yay.
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking. I'm sorry.
We're missing Ninja.
I feel bubbly today. I don't know
Oh,
why.
there's Ninja.
It's 2 days after my
And
Way.
like a
birthday.
ninja, he
I've hit
appears.
my stride. I am now a
Here I am,
30-year-old man.
Also, for Litney, you did miss some of her scars.
I referenced the gentry art.
Gen 3.
Yes, in fact, I did reference the gentry. Oh, cool. Well, let me show you this.
Okay.
Perhaps it's just me internally calling it that. 1 second. Let me catch you up right here. Click. This is the nude version.
Boom.
Spoiler attached. This is what we agreed on. I cannot open on my end to take a look because what if I flash it on screen? That's not acceptable.
No. I understand. It's the NSFW. This will be not on stream.
All the stuff marked on that I have marked, and then I put the towel over it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's kind of
Oh no, we lost Bear.
no bear.
He's gone.
He usually not sticking around for these things.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, he's more of the monster master. He comes by every time we want to drop a monster on our heads. It's not happened for a while, unfortunately. Unfortunately, because right now we're having the RP sessions. Yeah, Ola, what have I done? Okay, yeah, so we're just having a lot of RP going on right now. Comment what stuff will happen later. Oh my god, I can't wait to see that. Razzle as the DM. I mean, Bomber as the DM.
Yeah.
Razzle as the DM is going to lead to a very specific kind of D&D which we can't play on stream.
Yes.
Either because it'll involve robbery, drugs, or lewdness. One or all of the three. And all of those might be against CTOS.
No, I think only lewdness is against TOS. I think if you like rob a bank live on YouTube, they allow it.
Remember, you can show as much blood as you want, but don't you dare show a nipple.
I'm pretty sure YouTube will demonetize you if you show actual violence, but okay, sure, let's go with this. So, hello, hi. We are currently in the process of having a month-long time skip.
Yes.
From when we last left off, everyone was in the town of Stella, the Stella Fortress town. So, allow me to fast forward through a few events. Oh, before I do that, let me just tell you really quickly what I do. During the 30 months between now and the Hot Springs episode, and, leading up in the circus arc, which is going to be where Little Bomber takes over as the DM, we are going to go over a few of the important RPs we've earmarked. Kind of almost one for each player. It's a bit weird, but that's what we're going to try doing. No guarantees we'll hit it all. We might have to summarize one or two things. We have 2 sessions.
Let's be honest,
dedicate these 2 sessions.
here.
This session and next session for it. Hopefully it should be enough. But before we go ahead and do all of that, I would like to just fast forward through a few small, fairly important events that the whole party would be there for. So, first off, I'd like to note that Litney has really quickly gone over to the town of Anati to pick up Zid. Now,
Our
Zid,
owl boy is
yeah,
back!
Zid, our oil bow. Zid, our oil boy. So Zid, our oil
He was
boy.
on an adventure specifically to the weird oil fields.
Okay, so Zid,
It's
Zid, our
kind of like a tar pit.
yeah. So Zid, our little owlkin boy. Well, I say owlkin. I thought he was supposed to be Arakokra. I don't know anymore. Ages are weird. So our little owl, he was left behind with the mission of dealing with the remnants of the gang. The gang that we've been like noticing around, but we haven't been able to deal with in the town of Inadi. And he has been dealing with it, allegedly accounted him not single-handedly. And I would like to recount just one small thing before before we move on. His exact words of what he was doing during the course of this about 2 weeks, has it been?
Dear Lord, it's only been 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's like time dilation.
So Zid's so hearing of what the party's been to from Litney, Zid's reply was, "I guess it's not been that long a week for me then. I met some adventurers and explored the Underdark while investigating the gang. There's a big guy and Brian turned to stone. I went to find a way to turn him back and met a weird guy who said he was a goblin, not a god." That is his summary of a D&D campaign that took him from level, I believe it was level 4 or something last time we saw him, to now level
3.
6.
He was level 3.
Yeah,
He was level 3.
From level 3 all the way up to level 6.
And he was a, if I remember correctly, a scout rogue.
Yep. So this is basically an adventure that took him from level 3 to level 6, summarized in 2 sentences. As Litney
Look, we need an autobiography for our...
suss out, hearing this, that was a big eye. He met a fucking beholder. After dealing with the gang, he went into the Underdark. And he met a beholder.
Survived.
And met someone who was a god but not a god. Question mark. Whatever that means. What do you mean by that? So, Zid's had a bit of an experience. He has also got a lot of loot. He doesn't have 1,000 gold worth of loot. That would be the price if you bought everything from the shop at actual value. But he has a lot of loot that we're gonna have to figure out how to deal with. Probably close to like 700 gold, I think. A decent haul. All the actual gold, by the way, he took. But this is the loot which he's not been able to carry around because it includes like 7 sets of armor, 8 sets of armor, and like 10 weapons.
Yeah.
He found this really bizarre bauble collection, like.
Maybe
and one of
he hasn't. Okay, so now that was Zid. So Litney went off, got Zid. That's all good. When the party was together again, that was a little bit of a hub in town as a little celebration was happening. The town put on a play for Lord Ryu.
Oh, cool.
Oh, please tell me it's not how we destroyed half the town.
Hopefully not. Like, how would they even know about that? How would they write a script in time for the play?
I feel like Ryu's that kind of
prick. I've seen some crazy shit, man.
It's also a matter of Ryu's not writing the script. The script's written for him.
Is he part of this? Is he part of the? No, he's watching.
He's not. They're doing it for him.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny if he was part of the play. He just showed part of.
Yeah, it's like the director being a part of his own movie.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, continue.
Fun thing. When you go over when you go over the play, you notice a few little odd things about it. This little play follows a thief.
Oh boy. My God.
A wandering
Don't tell me.
bard, a performer.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
A ne'er-do-well with
Mm-hmm.
an elegant tongue. So, the moment that this actress who comes onto stage is this adorable tiny little tabaxi.
Oh boy.
This does not look like Razzle in any way, shape, or form. In fact,
We're getting avatared.
when you look at her, you kind of imagine in your head that kind of looks a bit like, well, someone you know, Mr. Razzle, kind of looks like Dazzle. The proportions are not appropriate at all. It's like, what? And as the play covers her and her partner, another fellow performer, someone of the same background, had a difficult life together.
Who wrote this fucking play?
An orc.
At least
And
it-
as I
At
say,
least
an
the effects are
orc,
good.
we have a giant orc. Effectively just a big man. We have a big orc man, muscular and everything.
They got like the
with
first
like
construction
Oh,
worker they
with
could
a
find.
wig on, and he's got a vaguely feminine jumpsuit.
Yeah, no, they found the first construction worker they could find.
Yes. So the
Star, for
you
fuck's sake!
wrote this play.
Star, for fuck's sake, you could have told me to change the reactive.
Oh yeah, you could. I'm sorry, I didn't see. I forgot. Okay, so the first part of the play opens up as the meeting of the two, both in horrible situation. They end up meeting through one way or the other. Well, I say through one way or the other. I should actually.
Can I get the answer to my question, please?
What's up?
Who wrote this play?
They've not yet done the introduction. I mean, they've not yet. Fun fact: they've not yet done the introduction. They've not yet told you who the author is.
Dinok just goes, if I had a gold for every time I've seen a
as the play moves
play on someone I actually knew, I'd have 3 gold, which isn't a lot, but why the fuck did it happen 3 times?
It happened thrice.
3 gold. That's enough to afford a therapy session.
Not for Dinok.
Not for me.
Okay.
No.
I need-
It's,
So the first part of I have a play. I think I need to get through it
the
really quickly.
original is set.
Yeah,
So
no,
you
let him
It's
continue.
okay.
Let him continue.
Yeah,
The
let's
first
let
part
him
of this
cook.
play
Let him cook.
covers the meeting of the two. Born in disparate towns, both fairly. I wouldn't say the town themselves was desolate, but barren of honest working opportunities other than hard labor, dull, boring work, no prosperity. They both found a way to move forward. They were given a promise of greatness, a promise of something, a promise from the smiling man. That is how the man is described. A person in a bedazzling ringleader outfit. Instead of no description for their face, they wear a porcelain mask with a smile etched into it. This man, the smiling man, led them both together. They met under false promises, a life of sort of whimsy compared to where they started, but they were nothing more than puppets rather than performers, scapegoats. Jail bars fall, trapping the cat. The smiling man takes the orc. A wave, a toodaloo, a promise to earn their place back. A betrayal. The next part covers the cat the bard, running from a big fat man in just bedazzling jewelry, having like 10 stooges in armor following him, being chased down by a lord, stealing from one person to the other. And finally, they meet a dragon. This is a story of their usual antics. What does a dragon have? A dragon has a hoard. What does a hoard represent? Money, but also everything to a dragon. The thief steals a coin from the dragon. The thief runs away. The dragon catches the thief. And the thief manages to talk the dragon into helping her along her journey. The dragon, large, blue, majestic, stares down at the thief.
I swear, if this story
And
ends with
gives
them getting mad,
one small wish, a small little piece of aid, and sends them on their way. As they are sent on their way, they end up in the middle of nowhere, wandering. A bounty poster of them flies past. And finally they find a town. And in this town, they meet a few people to try and help themselves. With the dragon's blessing, they are led to a certain table, and at this table is a lich. An old gray-haired hag with long fingernails, silver hair, and a tattered brown cloak. A skaven on their shoulder, a full-on skaven. We're not talking about a rat, we're talking about a full skaven.
Ah,
hey, I think it's you, Litney. Solstice says.
Oh, it's black.
We have
yeah, Litney just watched it intently.
What? What is this play?
we have a fairy. And by a fairy, I mean that is an elf. That is an elven man with a wig and wearing ill-fitting green armor with wings taped on, made of... Well, the wings look okay, but those are clearly not... Those are clearly taped on.
Litney leans over to Solstice. Does this count as racist to you?
Most they wouldn't dare to portray someone of royalty. This is the best they could do. I give it 7.8 out of 10.
As in this table illuminated by the blue light of the holy dragon, these three have met. Their fate changed forever. As these three set forth, unknowing of what their adventure would take, where their adventures would take place, the first thing they come across is literal tidal waves of feral goblins, where they fight. An epic battle scene takes place, where they fight through the goblins one after the other, nameless comrades by their side. One falling to the goblin, two cutting through them, a third monstrous red creature, just making its way through the battlefield, showing, knowing neither friend nor foe. Then they meet. Then passing this goblin hurdle, They end up taking respite in a cave. Catching their breath, they consider how their life has gone to end up to this point. They have a heart-touching moment that absolutely didn't happen. The Lich says, all this time, everything I've done has just been to bring back my daughter.
Let me just. Alright, which is a little bit like. How is the. That's not even close to what my objective is.
Razzle,
And
You
basic-
need to have
it is-
guy who
So-
wrote this
Hold on,
play.
hold on,
This
hold on.
play.
Sorry, can I have Dinok execute Litney real quick? He just goes, the resemblance is uncanny.
Please tell me his.
Wait, you've not seen the characters yet.
Yeah.
1 second. The fairy of the group pounds his chest eloquently, fixes a red wig, and claims, I, the Holy Knight, shall aid you in this humble quest of yours, for you shall be redeemed, humble lich. There's a bit of weirdness going on with that, but hey, it's a bit of a heart-touching moment that didn't happen, absolutely.
Dinok, I'm not
No.
gonna lie, is having a hard time trying not to laugh.
And as the situation passes, they basically showed time moving forward as they all meet a door, and they're very confused for a solid several minutes.
Oh, this
There are
this
several
moment.
minutes of the play, but they're just not sure what to do with this stupid door. Until one of them has a bright idea of using explosives.
Okay, that's not even what happened. Though.
And then so now the party returns back to town carrying a vast number of spoils and broken carts. And in town they regroup. There's a bit of just so you understand, there's a lot of magic going on, a lot of magical effects. So night comes, night passes, day comes. There's a passage of time, and the group meets again, discussing what their next plans are. And here the Lich professes that they have someone that they've been trying to avoid meeting up till now, but it seems that it might be their only choice to face them head on. Yet they fear what would happen if they were to face them alone. And here the knight says, the fairy says, you have my sword.
Oh,
The
God.
thief seems reluctant. They think about it. There's a flashback. The smiling man. We return back to the present moment. The three
Who wrote
agree.
this play?
The three agree that they will attempt to do so, but they need one more person. They need another ally, a strong ally. They need proper strength that they lack.
Oh boy.
So as the three get up and try to leave, they notice a giant black owl staring at them, a fat one. Seeing this, they start to slip away. More owls. Legions of these owls swarming. They start running. These owls start filling up the room. They explode out the room, chasing after them, chasing them down the streets as they run. Spells go flying. Someone is insulted. An owl is called a bitch to its face and explodes in vicious mockery. And
Which
then
got them hot
standing
over-
before them in that pot, there is an orc. A large, gigantic orc. A 7-foot tall man of pure muscle wearing bikini armor.
Yeah.
A giant
There
warhammer on their back. They grab it,
like,
slam one into the ground, and yell, "Roar! I will fight you, Chaos!" And charges into the large, uncaring mass of black, vicious birds. A vicious battle ensues, leading with, finally ending with them facing a giant, godlike owl with black shadows and red eyes. After finally beating it, the pair, and all of them on their knees, barely alive, look up to see rain pouring down on them, clearing the darkness. More time passes as now a new member is recruited into the party. An avenger seeking to end chaos after it killed their clan.
Litney just looks to Dinok.
And now these four.
The likeness is uncanny.
You.
That's Sara.
Are you talking about the orc?
No.
No.
I thought we said Dinok.
He just no. There's a moment where Dinok looks at you and just goes, "Yep. This is my sister."
Yes. So as now the party moves forward, and as they go forward, they meet. Yes. And as they go forward, they meet. They have a carriage ride along a treacherous mountain road. They finally come upon a village, and in this village they meet a much younger, more beautiful lady with white hair and a tattered brown cloak, looking kind of like Litney does right now. And this one points her staff at the party. After what you've done to me, Mother, I have returned and I seek vengeance. There's a burst of lightning.
Is Sara nearby?
Hold on.
Is Sara nearby?
No. I love the idea of just going. I didn't know Sara.
Sara is nearby. She's just leaning over your shoulder and watching, and she's like, "Oh, I'm flattered, but what? Wait, how did
plotting a murder.
How did he even know about this?" And so we have
plotting a murder.
Yep, we have lightning strike. Lightning comes from the palms of their hand, from their staff. Unlimited power rains upon ye. And as all of this happens, a shadow looms over the town.
Ooh.
The fight is paused for a moment. The younger necromancer looks towards the shadow, scowls. The enduring. We shall continue this some other time, Mother. And it turns to leave. And in the darkness that shadowed the town approaches. There's a man standing with the moon behind him. As he comes into view, you see
I'm good. I can't wait.
Uh,
You see an elven butler,
Pardon?
a drow butler
Perfect.
to be specific. Looks, the resemblance is quite similar, but reminds you. But he has a
is he
beard.
smiling?
Yes,
Is he,
he
oh, I
has
was
a
gonna say,
beard.
is he happy? Does he look happy?
He has a beard
Oh my god.
that looks like
Okay,
Sylvester.
Oh my god.
Litney just bangs her head against
Someone was described
the next chair. Like,
a tall, dark elven man, an elven gentleman, and they cast this butler type.
No, hold on. Instant kill. Dinok just leans over to Lily and goes, when you're right, you're right.
I mean, yeah, if you had a beard, you look a lot more like him.
I'll keep
So
that
this stranger, this cleric, introduced himself as the chaser of undead, the seer of the sky,
Interesting.
the shovel of the dead god.
Oh, I think that's you.
And now, under the blessed blue light of the dragon, these four receive a divine prophecy. A divine prophecy from a sacred mirror connected to a god's dimension, which artistically, the god is left up to interpretation.
Sara, did your goddamn girlfriend write this?
And okay, listen here. I'm innocent. I only did a little playwriting. I didn't do all of this.
Seriously?
Because there's very few people that should know this shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Dinok is genuinely chuckling to himself.
And now with this divine prophecy, this party just makes their way up to Lord Ryu's mountain, where the trial awaits them. Under his where they have to defeat his arch nemesis. He who dares steal the color blue, the blue crab, and his minions.
Litney rubs her chest after getting smacked by one of them.
Yeah. No, it's like watch. Now they're gonna put a blue lobster onto the stain, and we're all going to have to fight it in epic battle.
Just so you know.
Well, it barely.
Just so you know, it's clear that they put a lot of budget into making these fight scenes look good. At the very least. They have some top tier magicians going on. You can only imagine how much magic they're casting for all of this. And
everything.
They reach the tower, and just so you know, artistically, Lord Ryu's place did not look this good. There is this. It looks like a beautiful garden vista with a few houses every here and there, despite the fact that it was not like this. It was just a.
Meanwhile,
it was just a
Ryu's
town. It was just
lair
a
is
town underground.
Meanwhile, Ryu's actual lair is just a gamer setup.
Yeah.
Nachos and Doritos all over the place.
It's a mostly empty house with just a few expensive things just lying around. Lord Ryu is not a man.
Right.
Lord Ryu is not a man of style. He's a man who likes just having comfort and just being like, well, I can afford it. I'm just gonna put it just somewhere. Put it over there. Empty corridor with empty corridor with three expensive vases. He never looks at them. They're just there so that the corridor, no one can say he lives in an empty house. So yes, so you proceed forward. This group of 5 facing this tall tower. As they face this tall tower, they cannot proceed. Unfortunately, Magic is bewildered this place. Left becomes right, up becomes down. There are dead ends after dead ends. It becomes an infinite labyrinth that they cannot hope to pass. Realizing that they are trapped, the fairy decides to call upon her powers to teleport them through the Feywild, and they will fight their way up a parallel dimension.
Litney looks to Interlude. Okay, how do you even know about the Feywild part? Or she looks to Dinok afterwards.
Okay, listen here. I might have been paid to answer a few questions, okay? That doesn't mean that...
It's worked out really wonderfully. I love this.
And as they proceed forward, they face the many of the crab gods, and as the party is brought down to as the party is whittled down, the ancient lich falling first, with their Skaven ally taking one last blow for them.
That's not what happened! And Slander!
The orc
Silence is casted.
The orc fights, destroying one enemy after the other. These weird mutated crab cultists looking like these Lovecraftian people. Humans molded with crab claws, faces of fish. And as they fight forward, they finally reach it. They reach their god. Here, a large figure, a giant wearing black wisps. All I can say is they managed to depict Urayala surprisingly well. There is some censoring going on.
I mean, of course,
yeah. I mean,
So this
have you seen her?
This tall blue lady covered in black shadows offers her aid as they fight upwards through this tower, crossing between reality and the Feywild, fighting cultists and finally coming face to face with the god. And as they do so, the one in front, the Enduring, the Cleric, holds up a lantern and holds up a lantern and banishes the god along with himself, sacrificing himself for the good of the party, for the good of everyone. There, in a separate space with only him and his giant crab god, a meteoric hand the size of a small town comes down crashing upon him, disintegrating him into nothing. As he breaks, he reforms, tries to stand. It comes down again, crushing him. Tries to stand again. And just enough time has passed that a giant draconic claw comes out and grabs the claw, pushing it aside. With one hand, a blue dragon reaches into this fake dimension, pulls out the wounded cleric, and a head pokes in, firing a vicious lightning breath at this giant crab, forcing it back.
Did Venerable Almadamra save you?
The play ends.
Yeah.
The play ends with our 5 heroes in front of the blue dragon. "You've done me a great service," says the dragon. And the heroes are bathed in blue light, their wounds are covered. The cleric, not so much, given with all the blue light, he has a bit more of a holographic vibe to him. Definitely not like Dinok right now. It's just a bit more like, like old school, like think Cortana.
Yeah.
I see.
And the play ends now, focused once more on the thief, the first character we were introduced by. By this point, battle scarred with a completely different vibe. From just a bubbly, happy, fake smile to now someone who's properly, truly cried, truly laughed alongside her friends. And now they pull out a picture and pull out a note. The note is magically enhanced for us.
Oh.
It is
Interesting.
a letter. Good job. Now it's time for you to come back home, little cat. And instead of a sign at the end, there's an eloquent swiggle, a line, a clear representation of what it is, a smile from the smiling man. And we end the play there.
Litney, when she saw that part, looks over at Razzle, wondering if how much of that was true and how much of that was exaggerated.
Raz is still just polishing the blade of their cane.
They're gonna kill
They
someone.
have a person to murder.
They're gonna kill someone. And someone's gonna die. Someone is going to fucking die.
So as all of this is, as this is happening, so Lord Ryu is just so anyone who looks at Lord Ryu, he has like a poker face going on. But you guys who know him know he's just like, what am I watching? Also, the effects are amazing.
What is this?
What am I watching? What is this?
I love
What is this fanfic?
And then you see the author of and finally the whole cast comes out for an encore, and we have introductions going on, and we meet the playwright. The playwright is this little gnome in like a green hat and like a nice well-made green jacket. He says, "Oh, thank you. This is an inspiration loosely based on real events."
Very loosely, Litney says quietly.
Hey there, bud. Hi. I just want to know where you got your inspiration from.
Sara just clapping.
Yeah. Litney does clap,
Solstice will whisper to Dinok, you might want to send a message to him that he should run, or he's gonna become cat dinner.
Lay Razzle, no, put that down.
I just need to know how he knows certain things.
Oh my god! I have a question. Is there a place where you're able to meet the actors?
Star.
Yes.
Star, you're showing Pinterest, Star.
I know. I saw it.
Okay, good.
Don't worry. I don't.
And
Everything I have is safe. So yes.
Okay,
So you can meet the actors if you want. There's nothing bad with that.
Dinok just watches Razzle trying to catch a body and just goes, "They got this," and just stands up and walks off.
We
and
also
goes to
kind
meet,
of
the
skip
person
past this
who
event to
played
do
him.
other stuff, but we can spend a bit of time here if you want, a few minutes.
No, we can just say
someone needs to stop Raz from committing a murder.
I believe that his
Enel is going to grab Razzle and try to stop her. It's not gonna work.
There's 3 people on Razzle, trust me.
Also, I just want to say, Linda just at one point just says,
"Oh god,
I didn't show up at all. Am I just an extra?"
I just need to know how he knows. I want to know what's going on.
Lay Razzle, let Dinok handle this.
And it looks like, by the way, I did answer a few questions, but I didn't know about most of that. That was all new to me.
That never happened.
By the way, Dinok is fucking dying.
Start recording.
By the way,
that didn't even happen.
by the way, just so you all know, Sara is
Yeah.
is really happy about this whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, Mary.
And
Yes.
I'm not gonna be honest.
yeah,
they got the wrong
Mary
race.
is with us, right?
Yes, she's also with you.
Yeah.
Okay, what did she think about it?
She was like, that was incredible. Like, how did they make all of these events happen? It's like, almost like they had like a top tier magical scholar actually working all the special effects. You'd almost think a dragon did it. That's amazing. And she'd also just look at you. By the way, you were presented as really awesome and only about half as cool as you actually are.
I like it. I like to think in the background while they're talking. Litney has Razzle grappled with because she cast Bixby's hand, and just to keep her from running. No.
By the way,
Yeah, there's a whole.
By the way, you
situation
did
there.
ask a few questions, Razzle. I would like to ask you a question. Razzle,
Yes.
who do you think wrote this play?
Razzle knows it has to be someone who knows her past specifically.
Who do you think knows things?
Oh yeah, by the way, Dinok turns to you, Razzle, before he gets up to leave. It just goes, I wouldn't get angry at that guy over there. I believe this is a playwright made by the Ringmaster.
By the way, Dinok, you with your amazing perception that even dragons fear.
No. Yes.
You see the playwright specifically look to Razzle, and there's a slight smirk on
never mind,
this
actually.
putty gnome.
I believe they're in on.
Feel free to kill him.
No, hold on. No one notices that. Dinok knows. He just goes, actually, I just noticed they smirked at you. I'm going to be honest. They're probably in on it.
Dead man!
They turn around and start walking away casually.
Hold on. I like to imagine, like,
Dinok completely walks away from the situation. Whether she kills him or doesn't, it doesn't matter to him.
then he's like, no, like you're already making me cause a scene here. No.
Hey, Star.
I just want to say that if Litney turns around to ask Sara to help her, like, try to restrain the cat, right now Sara is going down with Mary towards the actors to ask some questions.
Feel free, go around. You can ask some questions. We can handle that
I'd actually like
outside
to ask
outside the session if you guys want.
I
Sure.
just wanted Dinok to walk up to the drow.
Okay. Go ahead. You can walk up to him. It's a man. So first off, once they're kind of done with like the whole like being on stage and all that, he pulls off the beard because he's a drow.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't believe elves can get beards, actually.
Nope, not
if
even
they
half
try
elf.
really hard, they can get a shit little pencil stash. like a certain elf we know.
Yeah, true.
I mean, to be fair, with magic, anything can happen.
Fair, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Dinok is gonna approach them and
Hello there.
he wants.
Are you an adoring fan? Are you perhaps an adventurer? Interesting. I don't believe I've met. Hold on 1 second. I don't believe I met a cleric of Kellamore in quite a while.
Yeah, no, I really like the way that you played that part. It was very nice.
Oh, thank you. It was quite a shock when the script was changed last minute.
Really? Last minute?
Yeah, about a week ago.
Week ago? How long has this script been in the works, actually?
Oh, I couldn't tell you the exact details. You know how it is with playwrights. They're like very careful with all their works. Although it was amazing. Honestly, I think it was a lot better than the first one we had. The first strip we had was a bit more of a historic piece, you know, old age stuff. Like, see what happened about like 200 years ago during the war here. This one, on the other hand, it's a lot more dramatic. I like it. I don't know how the author came up with all of this. Granted, we did have to pull together the characters from the cast we already had. That was a bit of a weird one. I don't know why a clerical warrior would be wearing a butler's outfit, but hey, if it works, it works.
The butler outfit is an interesting touch.
Oh yeah.
Don't
absolutely.
believe I would have expected as such a thing, but you played the part really interesting. I've never really how much do you know about Dinok the Enduring?
Well, I do know you do look a bit like what I've been told of him. Although the outfit is very different from what I've been told.
He can't hide his smirk. He can't hide his smile.
He just looks at you and he basically says, "Are you perhaps cosplaying? Is that magical effect as part of your thing? It's very interesting. The color's a bit off though. It should be a bit blue, but you know, amazing work for like whatever you've done. You must either know quite a powerful mage or you tinker in magic yourself. That's amazing work, by the way. I myself could not." He chuckles at that. I may be a warlock, but I'm not particularly, he just wiggles his hand. Magical crafting. The blue form you saw was all special effects. By the way, all of that, top tier. I don't even know how did that did it. Like,
it was honestly
normally we have special effects. We have many talented people working behind the scenes, but this is like on a different level. I'm totally
could I actually ask you instead of like for an inscription?
Oh yes,
or
absolutely.
Like
he just holds up his hand. Dorian, a professional actor, as embarrassing as it is to say.
Oh, Dinok Estes. He holds out his hand.
Oh, you're very into in your cosplay. I appreciate that. I should take a page from your notes.
He's not very smart.
I should introduce myself also as Dinok Estes now and then while I'm still meeting people. How do we stay in? He just strokes his chin. Maybe I shouldn't take off the beard.
There's a moment where Dinok chuckles for a moment and just goes, "Well, if it matters any, you have my blessing at least."
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's always great to meet a fan. Well, even if it's not of me, of the actual character.
Actually, I was wondering. He takes out the special device he actually got
this
from.
Man is oddly friendly.
Yeah, no, he takes out the camera he got from Thorman. He just goes, "Do you mind? It's a bit of an illusion capture thing. You think if we take a picture?"
Oh, wait. Do you mind if he could take a picture or you could take a picture?
If he could take a picture, he's gonna do a selfie.
Okay. So he looks at you. Oh, absolutely. That sounds like a wonderful idea. I've not seen one of those before, but hey, I've heard about it. It's like one of those crystals which let you take pictures. Oh, the capital always comes with all sorts of new age technology. What'll they think of next? They even have a giant metal carriage that can carry like 300 people at a time. It's amazing.
3, 2, 1, smile. He says, as he smiles and gets close to him and takes a selfie.
Do I smile facing this thing? Do I look at it directly, or do we?
Just look at that lens right there.
He says, "I'm not good. I'm not good with technology like this, but hey." And he smiles.
All right, he takes the picture.
You know what? This man, for a second, he's about to take like a charming smile, like just like a happy-go-lucky smile. Then he just pauses for a second. And he realizes, no, be in character, and he just like goes a bit more of a dour attitude, and he just has like a sly smile, almost mimicking you.
I would like to say Dinok takes 2 pictures. One where he was like, about to do the brimming smile, and then the other when he got back into character. The moment he does that, though, he just goes, "All right, thank you. It was nice talking to you. It was a pleasure to see this
Well, while
nice."
you are, well, before you do leave, can I just have a look at the picture? I mean, I don't know if it's ready yet or whatnot, but I do enjoy seeing what the new technologies are.
Oh yeah, sure. He will.
And it was this way that Dinok has a new weapon when someone asks him to show him his smile. He just shows the photo.
Yeah, no, exactly. He
Every
turns
time-
and interacts with the device before showing the full picture in hyper definition.
The man just like
Every
eyes
time
open,
Dinok
he's like,
smiles, the baby
"Oh
cries.
my! Oh, this is really good." Ooh.
I'm actually glad at how well it worked, honestly. I'm glad I didn't get too banged up from
Looking
the
at it now,
Feywild.
actually thinking about it, this must be probably some sort of artifact, isn't it?
It probably could be classed as such. I'm just glad it didn't get damaged in any way from my trip. But he kind of like puts it away and looks back to the guy and just goes, "Either way."
Were you perhaps in a ship crash?
Well, more of I interacted with a ship crash. It was
That makes
unique.
sense. Those are, depending on the situation, quite horrible. You do have that look to you. I used to myself be a sailor once.
Until he took an arrow to the knee.
He just shakes his head. Horrible times.
No, absolutely.
The Lunarius Sea, by the way, is particularly awful at this time of year.
True. Either way, I'd like to mention something. I don't unfortunately have all the time in the world. I'd love to talk to you more, but he smiles and taps the guy twice on the shoulder. Just goes, "I liked what you were able to do, and hope you enjoy yourself. You probably have some more fans who want to talk to you."
Perhaps. I mean, he just glances outside and sees some more people like kind of lighting up. It does look like it's going to be a long night.
Well, then, Kellenborg guide you.
This is probably one of the best performances I've gotten recently.
Honestly, I hope this carries your acting career. You did pretty well. And again, after the Kellenborg guides you, there's a moment where his entire body seems to kind of resonate with a little bit of divine energy, and he casts guidance on him.
Give this man some.
And he's like, "You're a good man, you know. I can feel that in you. I don't know what you've been going through, but I wish you the best of luck with it." He just looks at you for a moment now. He's just like actually at this exact moment just looking you in the eye. He's putting aside the whole, being a nice, likable actor for a moment, and he's just looking you eye to eye, man to man. He just says, "You carry a darkness in you, a trauma. I can see it. It's building up. I recognize the signs. I've seen it in people I've sailed alongside with. You need to take a break. Whatever you're going through, you need to find a way to just slow down for a moment. Just find someone close to you and just sit down, have a talk. Your mental health's the most important. It's the most neglected thing we have here. It's the easiest thing to break. Once it's broken, it can never be fixed. Quite right."
I believe you're right on that. He smiles for a moment, and I feel like Dinok's been kind of like debating about this, but he'll smile and say, "There's a lot that's under the seams, and when you're right, you're right. Thank you for the advice. I'll be sure to take it." His lantern will just activate, and this guy gets true sight for a moment. And seeing Dinok for what he really is.
Just eyes wide for a moment. It's like, wait. Oh God.
See, man.
You are the real deal.
And he just walks off.
And he just basically you just hear him muttering like as you leave. That man. So that's why they call him the Enduring.
In Dinok Estus, who, like his father, never misses a chance to our farm.
Yeah, and I'd like to imagine as Dinok's coming back, Litney and maybe Litney is having like sit on Razzle's head, just trying to keep her from moving.
I really like how that worked out with Darian.
Darian.
Yeah.
I wrote that fucking shit down.
The man. This is just a good man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, Dinok genuinely wanted to do the vibe check, and that was a good fucking vibe. Either way, Dinok would walk up to Razzle and just immediately go, "Hey, Razzle, I have some information." You are muted, though, so I don't know if I'll get a response immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll say, apparently this play has been in the works for a while, actually. They're originally going to be doing a historic piece, but apparently they changed it, quote unquote, last minute, and they had to do a lot of changes. This information came in recently.
Just need to know who the fucker responsible is.
I'd imagine it's the ringmaster or the clowns. Honestly, I'd put my money on both. Or possibly just a combination of outsourced information and questionnaires as well.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get everything right, but it also seemed like a mockery.
Raz is just so pissed.
Litney's just like still has her in the grip. Are you calmed down now? At least enough for me to put you down and not have you run away?
Raz is just so annoyed.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe we absolutely should keep an eye out for that playwright person. They're definitely in on something. They looked right at you.
You mentioning this is only causing her more anger.
Good.
Yeah, it's just like,
would you like
down? I'm gonna put you down now.
Would you like me to? Would you like me to skip forward to the next scene to describe the stuff that happens afterwards?
Yeah.
One last thing I want Dinok to say to Razzle, he'd just go, one thing I will say is that the sourcing they actually did for some of the actors are wonderful. I actually met the one who played me, Darian, and he's actually really, really nice. Took a picture. He takes out Warhammer tech. But yeah, no, there's something interesting going on. Either way, that's what he wanted to say. Continue on, Star.
Okay, wonderful. So what we're gonna do now is basically we're going to have a bit of a moment where a few days pass. Some of you have been setting about doing your own things, but now you've all come to meet up at the royal capital because you have agreed that you'd go meet the royal family. As part of the whole, like, you got a reward. You guys got paid pretty handsomely.
Yeah.
But now you
One question.
Yep.
With the whole cleric thing, in Stella, I'm fully okay with off screening it, but did that bear any fruit? Was there anything in particular?
I will say this right now, as you asked around about the cleric, the cleric and whatnot, you specifically, a lot of people said that they don't know what you're talking about, and quite a few of them. A few people were clearly lying.
Fair.
If other people asked about it, they'd be checking like, oh, are you injured or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got the equivalent of a police badge on you.
So basically, there's something going on. You don't know what just yet. You haven't sniffed it out, but it seems to be, remember the mayor, who, despite being a commander in the army, gave you a bit of a warning to keep your cleric business to yourself.
True.
And a few of the people here seem to very much not want to talk to you specifically because you're a cleric.
I see.
So you can kind of put a few pieces together of whatever's going on, it probably has his blessing.
Well, if it has his blessing, that's fine.
So that's the whole story going on here, but that's going to take a long time to get into.
Yeah, he doesn't have that time.
It's not exactly
He's on vacation.
It's not exactly entire campaign, but that's several sessions. So the entire party, by the way, will, because promised, meet up at the capital. Now this is a small scene, but like everyone, because of you all getting the permission from the royal family, are allowed to once a day use a teleporter. Now, when you go to a royal meeting by the royal family, that use does not count. This is effectively just a whatever. If you're going specifically for a meeting and you want to go to any town, use a teleporter, you're allowed to do it for free. Okay. So you're all able to go via the teleportation circles instead of in major towns, including the frontier. Now, by the way, has a teleportation circle. So the frontier now joins the major towns, where you can use it to teleport to another location. And from the frontier, you are, some of you who were there at the frontier, I don't know, exact story.
New frontier.
Litney had some stuff to deal there.
Yeah, she had to upgrade her orphanage.
Solstice was somewhere else actually at the moment, but she managed to meet up in time. She was off dungeoneering, or at least attempting to do so. Probably she had something to do with in these woods over here. If you can look at Tabletop Simulator, these woods, by the way, is where Solstice first met Mabel. She heard rumors of something happening there and went to investigate. Unfortunately, it turned out to just be a bit of a complicated situation that she couldn't innately do anything with. No one to hit, just a small mess that needs to be cleaned up by professionals.
When the marshal doesn't have anything to hit.
Now you're all in the capital, and as you stand here in the capital.
Oh boy, capital.
To describe what you see. When you are inside the capital city, the first thing you see when you look out to any direction are these walls, these beautiful, well-built walls. You can kind of, wherever you are elevated, because wherever the teleportation circle is, it's closer to center. The center of this place is elevated, but as you go further away from the center, it gets lower and lower. So kind of built in a bit of a pyramid structure or a tier structure. From where you are, you could just about see over the walls, but if you go any lower, you wouldn't be able to. The walls just be overimposing, taking up half the sky. It's effectively a gigantic fortress, with each layer acting as extra defenses for the next inner layer.
I see.
And you,
You
can all see the walls surrounding you. It's quite vast, actually. The capital is, as expected, big. And as you look around, you can also see this very impressive fortress in the center of the capital. We're talking about just gray. No, it's a few. The only ornamentation going on is they got a few banners going about, maybe a decorative statue here or there, kind of bolted on after the fact. But overall, it's a fairly it's an incredibly sturdy fortress built with protection in mind. It seems like no one really paid much thought to looking ostentatious or showing off or being gaudy. At least not whoever built it. It was built with war in mind. And it was only after
It's
the fact
pragmatic.
in the past but only in the past few years or something, it looks like they've been trying to make it look a bit less draconic. You know? A bit less like there's a warlord ruling over this entire region, and more like there's a powerful person ruling over this entire region who just happens to be powerful. Don't worry about it. You know?
Nice.
Presenting your letters, you're all basically, there are many gods who take you to. By the way, I keep saying by the way. Alongside you, Endro, Litney, Solstice, Sara, Razzle, Urayala. Linda is
I'm guessing.
Yeah, Linda is also here, but she's not included in the rewards and whatnot because she wasn't part of this to begin with. She showed up later.
I'd imagine
Also,
Sara is staying far away from there.
Yep, as a special guest. Yep, Sara is staying far away from the capital. Thank you very much. Also, as a special guest, alongside you is Captain Mabel.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Has Dinok ever met this person? I don't think they have.
Dinok, you have met her.
Yes.
Because she was fighting alongside you guys against the crab.
You just haven't really talked
to her.
her.
You mean the time Dinok was obliterated? And
before that, what happens is when they went to deal with the whole situation. Yeah. So during the fight, she was summoned. And I think she was summoned before you were obliterated, like a split second. And then after you healed, she was there for a bit. You had about a day to know her, but that's about it. So she.
No, I mean, she was in the Feywild.
Yeah, she was in the Feywild with you guys for like almost a week or something like that, a few days. But you never really got a whole chance to like sit down and talk with her. So now she's here also because one, she is a high-ranking commander in the army, and two, she is personally acquainted with all of you. So it's only fair that she's the one leading you. Otherwise, they'd have to pick out another commander.
Yeah, fair.
So she basically says it's great to see you all again after all of that. How have the days been? Also, she returns to you, Dinok, and we've never really had a more solid moment to like sit around and talk. But my name is Mabel Roner. She holds out her hand. I am the guard captain of Frontier Town, about to be named pretty soon.
He will
the
actually.
naming ceremony, by the way, it's in a month. It's on the 30th of October. If you want to visit.
All right. He takes Mabel's hand and shakes it and just goes. Has Dinok heard of Mabel? I'm guessing he has.
You've heard of her, but you've not heard of her as just a guard captain. You've heard of her as one of the commanders. She was famously heading the war in the Lunario Sea. Granted, after the whole like ceasefire and all died down, a lot of like shuffling about happened, and she ended up here. But she's pretty prominently known as a half angel. She's very popular. I mean, not in her dating life, but she's very popular at least.
Yeah, her dating life is a mess.
That's fine. That's something they share, actually.
Okay, she has bad RNG. Okay, it's not her fault. It is her fault, but it's not her fault.
You want to talk about bad luck?
Don't even get started with us.
But, it's not a competition.
No. Yes.
It is. She blinked. I'm joking. He shakes her hand and just goes.
Anyways.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard about you, but I've never had the chance to, well, as you said, really talk to you. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened before.
Yes. By the way, really quick note. Mary is also here. She was allowed because the invitation did allow +1s if you wanted to bring any. And Mary also had work to do here in the capital.
Yep.
She won't be joining you in the actual royal chamber. She won't be she won't be coming with you to meet the royalty, but she's here at least with you. And she, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've gotten quite important, haven't you? She says. Oh, I can't. What am I doing? I can't have two conversations at the same time.
Yeah. Don't worry, Star. I understand.
I will come. I will do her Mary right after this. So Mabel, just what do you care to repeat what you said last, Dinok?
Yeah, he mentioned there was a bunch of crazy shit that was going down. They didn't get the chance to get it done. He would have mentioned though that it thankfully worked out.
Yeah, that is grateful indeed. So much has happened lately. She just shakes her head. In fact, over in Frontier Town, we've had more escapades. There is now a dungeon underneath the city. Well, the town.
That's surprising.
Okay, it's not related. It's not related to the upgrades I put into the orphanage, right? Because I specified it. I wanted it to be partially.
No,
Just-
no, it's nothing to do with that. But when that was being set up, the builders reported some irregular readings from underground as they were building. And because of that, we started looking into the situation in a few different areas, and an entrance to an ancient dungeon has been found. That is
looks
on
like
its
the
own
Solstice.
not incredibly awful, she says, straining credulity as she attempts to be positive. The bags under her eyes tell a different story.
She's trying to be tactful.
I will say, Raz, at the end of this, is going to try her hand to get her matchmaking stuff working.
Oh yeah, Razzle, there's a moment to start getting things set up.
Yep.
I shudder to think on what would happen with the paperwork side of things. Hope it hasn't been beating you up too much.
I hate
Silence.
paperwork so much. Why can't I just swing a sword at something? Why do I have to do all this paperwork? It's always paperwork. Why can't they send me someone with a head who can do? She just pauses. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's just go.
Yeah, sure thing.
Maybe I can. Maybe while we're there, I can ask them to send me someone who knows how to read and write on a higher level than the second grade.
By the way, Nene, I got a person
God,
that.
What is it, Razzle?
Immediately
You have a
North.
scary smile. You look at me like I'm a mice, like I'm a mouse.
I just think that there's someone you should talk with, specifically someone who might be able to help you relax a little bit, or at least have interesting conversations with. I know them well. I think you may know them. I just think I can maybe get you to speak with them a little bit because they shown a little bit of interest in talking with you.
Looks at you for a moment and just looks away for a moment, just thinking, looks back, he's like, okay, so okay. I mean, I trust you, I think.
Do we need to make this persuasion check?
That might be that might be a foolish decision on my part given everything that's happened so far, but I think I trust you. I don't know who you're going to have me meet, but if it's probably going to be a better shot than me trying to meet someone or meet someone like Jeff again.
Yeah.
Wait, Jeff the Paladin from no. That died in that was.
Oh,
not that Jeff. Okay.
Oh God, no. Jefferson is a half elf. I thought he was cool for a bit, but Didn't work out. It turns out he's scared of people who could probably... He's scared of people who could break a wall with a single hand. Barehandedly.
Me too. Me too.
By the way, I
Litney
did accidentally
flashback.
also break my office wall, so I'm back to using the bar as an office again.
Huh. Interesting.
You really need to reinforce that.
That's what I told them, and they
That's
told
like
me
what?
they did.
Clearly not well enough.
Ah, yes, with the paperwork that you didn't get to.
Yes, it might have been the paperwork that triggered me.
There's Dinok just kind of laughs at the joke for a moment before saying, "Well, either way, that's going to be an interesting scenario. I am curious on who you're going to have them meet with Razzle. I wasn't aware that you had plans on that."
Don't worry, I think things are gonna go well.
The long silence.
If you say so.
Yeah,
Worrying silence.
Litney turned to Razzle, not saying anything, just like, you didn't sound that confident. It took you too long.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna move forward very slightly. 1 second, we go to Mary, and Mary also comments she wants something. Oh, Sara, you've gotten quite popular. Today, you're gonna meet the royal family.
Well, I mean, like, honestly, 2 months ago, this would have been really strange and like the peak of my career. But now, I feel like it's a day like another.
Well, look at you, and she elbows you. She elbows you gently in the ribs. She's like, "Well, look at you, little miss." Hold up. Water.
She died. She turned into a ghoul. She was a ghoul this entire time. That was the real twist.
Yeah,
Litney, friends we lost along the way.
Litney, you just see. Wait, did Sara turn into a puddle after that?
No, God does.
One second.
Sorry.
Give me 1 second. So she's like,
Oh,
look at you, little Miss Well Connected.
Yes.
Meeting royalty like it's any other day. Mm-hmm. She just goes and she's
well,
yeah. I want you to know, she's gonna just lean close and smile at you. See, right in your face. She wants to see your reaction.
Yeah. Sara becomes a blushing mess.
And she just she smiles even brighter than, well, I'm glad to see you treat me better than royalty then.
You see that reaction? There's a slight click noise. There's a slight there's a moment right when she like leaned in. There was a like an embarrassment look there. Dinok just took a picture.
Oh my god!
After, sorry, Sara. Did you just say that Mary kissed Sarah's cheek?
Yes, after she said that.
Dead. She's dead. She falls to the ground dead.
Yes. Yeah. Like Sara freezes for like 3 seconds, and then you just hear like a loud noise as Sara just falls to the ground.
And I'd like to see the fade to black with Sara, dun 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 dun.
Yeah, takes a few more pictures and then walks over and just casts levitate on them, and they just kind of float with along with us as a balloon.
What's funny is Litney. She's light enough that Litney could even push her since she's levitating.
Yep.
I got this.
This is wonderful.
Yep.
So, we might not have enough time for what I wanted to do. I had a list, but I think we just had too many great things to go through first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Dinok is having a lot of fun with his camera.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
next, we're gonna just really quickly as well. I don't know how fast I can make it, but we're gonna meet the royal family, and then Dina's gonna be talking with Rosa. That might carry on into the next session. This is also a great time to basically have the party actually split off as Razzle goes and does her stuff.
Wait, before I do anything, I just want to get in my role for the day.
Oh no, in the
yeah,
royal capital.
Technically, you could
I
roll
feel like it's
40
something that
40
Raz
Let's
would do.
not, let's not do
Wild
that.
magic.
Let's not do that. Don't do that.
Why not?
No, not you.
Oh boy.
Do what Kubo once said.
What did Koban say?
Don't
Well,
worry
you
about
have 40 days countdown.
God.
By the
Yeah,
way,
no,
Jesus Christ.
I'm resetting you all, by the way, to 2 inspiration points. We'll reset you down to 0 probably after the Hot Springs Award. We'll reset you down to 1
I
after the
just
Hot
want to
Springs
roll
Award.
it to see what Raz would get in the company with Mabel, preparing to probably get her the teleport to Ryu's keep.
Okay, this is wonderful. Do it. Roll
But
it.
let me see.
This might lead to
What
something. This might not lead to something.
Hold on. I gotta do. It's this command.
I guarantee you, by the way.
I got a
Dinok is
9.
I had the wild
Oh,
magic
God.
table. 9 is you grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from your face.
Well, that's a dumb one.
No, Dinok like immediately turns to you when you have the beard and he just goes, "Oh, hey, look, you look like my actor double."
Sneezes.
I was gonna say she looks a lot like Stevlov, but cat form.
Mhm.
And feathers.
Okay, so now we move forward. It is now inside the Royal Assembly area, I guess. The throne room. So in the throne room, you see your mighty king, a friendly old man. Hold up 1 second.
Litney thinking like in my younger years I wouldn't be able to come. I wouldn't dare come in this place, and now look where I am now.
I've put my suggestion.
Okay, so this is a bit of a weird thing. I actually didn't think too hard about this scene before I started writing it, before I started doing it, and I just forgot.
Oh.
It probably makes sense for him to have art. I don't have art for him. I mean, I have his reference art. I'll show you
it's
that
okay.
instead. I'll make proper art from some other time. I just didn't think he would be relevant. You know,
Yeah, no, the king.
the king.
Country, you know.
Yes,
Yeah,
the king.
definitely.
Not so relevant.
Definitely.
Okay, so 1 second. It's in description spam at everyone.
Okay.
Here's the king.
I'm actually.
So you see this man. He's a large man. He's got like a good amount of he's got a good amount of like flab on his face. A nice friendly smile. He looks like a friendly uncle. You know, the thing is, the extra thing special about him is the fact that alongside a bit of a bit of meat, he's also quite, how do I say this? You can't exactly tell underneath his like clothes, which are some kind of like strange armor. They do look like elegant clothes, but there's something clearly magical about them, which given King, yeah, makes some sense.
Yeah.
But he's a large man and not just a fat man. It also feels like this man is covered in rippling muscles at the same time. So it's more of a he's got a muscular dad bod, if anything. You know?
Wilson Fisk, is that you?
He also,
No, Winston.
as you stand before this man, there is a energy to him that most of you, having never met royalty before, are a bit shocked. In fact, like, even you, Litney, you did meet royalty before, but specifically you met Sara, who was, the
Yeah.
avatar of Kellamore at the time you met her. So hers was like a specific holy vibe, but this man has a vibe to him beyond that. It's a
I mean,
more of a,
Rhoda.
it's more less of a vibe of like someone who's channeling the power of God, and more like someone who just has such an immense amount of strength and confidence in himself that you've not seen in a while, and you kind of feel like vaguely like you're in front of a concept like Stevlov or something, like when you first met Stevlov, but there's none of the flash, there's none of the emotions swirling about, no magic pouring through the room. The man just exudes presence. And you, Solstice, you feel something specific within this man. It's faint, but you can feel the hint of divinity. Unfortunately, as a human, this man is quite old. He probably won't live the needed 20 to 30 years more for him to perhaps grasp onto this. He will die immortal, but immortal on the cusp of becoming a demigod.
Interesting. Project for Dinok.
Oh boy.
Unlikely. Unless World War III suddenly happens.
My God.
Okay,
Look
so
outside.
he looks to you all, and he says, "Oh, come now, relax. There's no need for the stand on ceremony. It is me. It is I. It's me, Mario, your uncle."
You've been waiting 7 years to put that joke in here, haven't you?
I have been waiting ever since we planned this campaign. Give me one moment.
That joke has age. That joke is almost older than is actually older than the concept of Dinok.
The 7th of June, 2023 is when I made this joke, and I've been waiting ever since then. I've been waiting 3 years to have this joke.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel so accomplished now. My life is over.
This joke was promised to us 3,000 years ago.
It's all going downhill from there.
Yeah, right. It's all going downhill
We
from
peaked,
here.
guys.
There's nothing. We peaked. We are done now.
That's everything.
Thank you for showing up to my TED Talk. We're about to leave.
Yeah, and
Anyways.
the stream now. Make a power outage.
Yeah,
But
you just hear a small groan from some of his close royal guards. You can tell this is not the first time this man has said this joke.
Every fucking time.
Lenny's just getting flashbacks to Sylvester's dad jokes that he liked.
Nice.
Yeah, so he just chuckles.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, introductions aside, stand. I remember, I'm aware of all of you. He just gestures towards you. Well, first he'll start with Solstice. Lady Solstice, daughter of Britannia, it's a pleasure to meet you again. He says, giving a court, the kind of courtesy which royalty gives to royalty.
Likewise.
Then he
What was
looks.
his name again?
It's me, Mario, your uncle.
Likewise, it's me, Mario, your uncle.
He chuckled at that. The man's over 100 years old. He won't get tired of hearing his own name.
I wonder why.
The man hit the jackpot.
He knows who he is. He knows what he's all about.
Must be nice.
Oh, it's very nice. You won't ever know. But anyway, so he says that, and then he turns next to look to you, Dinok. And you. He just looks to you. You look much worse than I remember. Dinok, yes, this. I know you were picked up by my daughter. And he just looks to you. He just takes a step off the throne for a moment and approaches you guys. The royal guards, they're a bit twitchy seeing this, but some of them are. But his personal entourage, the people who stand next to him, they're fine with it. He just walks up to you, puts a hand on your shoulder. You feel strength. You feel the weight of a man who's holding up a kingdom on his back. That and the strength of a man who could just crush your shoulder in like a second.
You know what?
I mean, to be fair, that isn't a hard thing to do.
You also just hear like a lady approaches from behind the throne as well. Isame, I told you before, a king has to have some dignity, dear.
Oh God.
Oh, Ellen! Listen, I was just trying to be more personable. No, come on, you're a king. And you're old age too. You can't just approach everyone like they're your nephew and niece. But it's me, Mario, your uncle, their uncle.
Litney's like,
You've had this You've used this joke for almost 100 years. Can you please drop it already? It hasn't gotten old yet. But you have. You should have let me. You should have let me. You should let me pass down the joke then. As part of the name.
Litney's flashback intensifies.
It does not befit royalty to have a joke as a name. Oh, I'm just joking now, dear. She's gonna smile at all of you, this lady. She does look a bit younger than him, but that might be genetics. You don't know for sure. She is also she's also a bit of a hefty woman. She looks like she's someone who, she might have at one point been like, one of those like knockout beauties or whatnot. You're not exactly sure, but she doesn't seem like someone who, how do I say, she knows what she looks like, and she looks all right for it. God damn it, why can't I make okay, this is a beautiful plus-size woman. I think that's the best way I could say this. She is a woman who has lived a long life. She has a vibe of a catting aunt. Matching Mario, kind of close in stature. She also has a pleasant smile. She has dark auburn hair pulled back into a bit of a long ponytail. She wears much nicer clothes than him. Like, his clothes they look pretty decent, but they don't look very kingly, They look more like they're prepared to go out and battle or whatnot. She is wearing a dress. She's wearing a nice dress. It's not like one of those sleek modern dresses or whatnot. It's a bit of an old age dress, a bit more comfortable. Really, it just looks like a very elegant version of something an aunt would wear.
I see.
Alright.
I am Queen Elendra V. Orian. Okay, I am Queen Elendra V. Oriani, your uncle. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Litney will curtsy with her cloak.
It's been so long, It's been so long, Dinok, my boy. You look like you've been starving. You're not even skin and bones. And then just instantly just says, I've been trying not to make that joke.
Litney just like, again, flashbacks between her and Sylvester intensifies even more.
Oh yeah.
By the way, anyone, Razzle, you have detect magic on at all times. Intense amount of magic coming from this lady.
Thank you.
This is not someone you want to fuck with.
Yeah, someone
No.
who walks out in a dress is next to their husband that has a battle armor on. I don't want to fuck with that.
It's not battle armor, but it's a
You do not
barbarian. The king is a barbarian.
You do not fear.
He's wearing the
Yeah.
plus one,
You don't fear
plus
the
2
butcher.
clothes or
You
whatnot.
fear the butcher's wife.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So
You don't fear.
he just looked. So they won't look to you, Dinok, because Dinok has previously met them looking alive, and now it's like a ghost. And they just look at you and basically say, the king says, I've heard a little bit about what happened to you, and I do think you need to. He just looks at you. Perhaps see the royal doctor, maybe. But that's a matter for another day. I won't speak to you too much about your health. You're a full-on doctor after all. He just tapped your shoulder. You probably know a lot more than I do, eh?
He smiles and gives a small nod and goes, yes, although I will say I am very much trying to look into a few things.
Yes. And he basically says, yes, after we're done here, you go see Rosa. She's been a bit worried about you. She doesn't like, letting it all be known, but clearly you do mean a lot to her as one of her closest followers. You should not let her worry.
Of course not.
Also,
He
just
reads the writing on the wall.
leans forward a little bit, and in a voice that most other people can't hear, he says, and also, thank you for saving my daughter's life. I don't know how you did it or what exactly you've done, but I'm in your debt.
He smiles and says, I took the chance. It was a risk, but it worked out.
He's going to take his hand off you, going to step back, and he's like, you've endured a long time. You've been unfortunately going to have to endure a bit more, but we'll try to make sure you don't have to endure everything just as much. He's going to turn next to the next person. Sara Grimgor. I've heard great things about you from your mother.
Really?
Oh yes. He looks at you, and he basically just taps his own chest with his hand. You hear like muscle, solid muscle, like a tunk,
Yeah.
And he basically says, "Oh, I remember I trained her like my own daughter almost. Well, I've only started training her when she was much older. After all, after the incident, well, I trained alongside her. I wouldn't say I taught her how to use a bow. That ain't my strong suit, but I did make sure he does like a pumping motion. I did make sure that she got a strong body,
Flex off,
a strong
flex off,
body
bro.
is the basis of a good soldier, a good warrior. That's what I meant to say, warrior. Okay. And he basically says, I first met your mother after everything, the tragedy. Like, I knew of her beforehand, but she wasn't exactly a prominent fighter in the tribe. She had just given birth and everything. I mostly knew her through her husband. Ever since what happened, we've been expending a lot of our resources to try and look for any other survivors. We've not been particularly successful, sad to say. Whether that be because there were no clues or because Our informants themselves were compromised. I sadly do not know. Yet that you hear like there's a bit of an awkward, how do I say this? An awkward shifting between the royal knights, because no one likes the thought of just, the trusted people being traitors. It just looks to you. Your mother was heartbroken for a very, very long time. I almost felt like she was never going to move on. Even when she started dating, it never moved. It was always so incredibly slow. I was just worried that she was going to be weighed down by the past forever. And for her to finally meet you again. Oh, it's like a little miracle. No, not a little. It's like a grand miracle.
Thank you.
I've also heard you stood up to a god the first time you met these people. He just gestured towards the rest of the party. It takes a brave sword to do that and not just turn tail and run.
Sure.
Well, I guess it's in my blood.
Yes, speaking of your blood, we are also... he just looks over to the side. He just looks back at you. I've also dispatched someone to try and look into your situation and the person who's done this to you. He just gestures towards your right side where, your arm is there, visible.
Ah, yeah.
Yes. You mark my words, we'll find a way to fix this, one way or the other. Worst case scenario, we have a very expensive way to fix most problems. But we're going to try to figure out a way to do that before it gets to that.
I nod and mostly look at my arms. Thank you.
It's no issue. And he will look next to Litney. And he just pauses for a second. He just looks to you, Litney, and just pauses for a second. Litney Zaral. I've heard a few things about you. You were active during my father's time.
Litney flinches a little, so I suppose I can't fool. She's just I guess I can't fool royalty that easily.
Well, it's hard to fool people when you go around using your actual name and people can look it up, he chuckled. Oh, it's like if I went about calling myself Mr. Mario your uncle and you find out I'm not your uncle.
She just says, well, to be fair, I did get married and took my husband's last name.
You still went by the name back then. You still went by the name back then every now and then. The Bane of the Western Front. Also, he kind of just guessed it was you. You do look quite different from what I was told. I was told that you look more like a drow. Clearly, whoever told me that was a bit wrong.
Well, let's just say it was a gift from a benefactor, from an old friend. Let me out of character. Let me fix that. Old friend.
Ah, yes. Stay of love, was it not?
Wow, and I thought, and here I thought that was all supposed to be you kept on the down low. Someone needs to check up with that PR person.
Well, let's just say that not all of my informants are completely useless. A few of them are quite good at this. You did also meet my son along the way.
Why? Hey,
Oh, good old Rodgerido. Or did he call himself Roger back then?
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
What did he go by
basically,
when?
you remember you guys went to the forest and you dealt with stuff in the forest? Remember the forest
Yeah,
where there was like all the
yeah. I
dinosaurs?
was just trying
And
to
when you
remember.
left the
I
forest,
did
there
It was
was like a bunch of goblins
Goblin.
besieging a van, and then there was one bard who was just singing off key,
it,
just trying to entertain the goblins, and basically that he
Yeah,
introduced himself as
Goblin
Roger.
it
Slayer
was
got his.
after that.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer got his chance to eat his fill.
Yeah. So basically,
Yeah.
you met him, right. So he was the
Yeah,
guy. That was one of the
yeah.
princes.
I can't
It
remember
was
what
after the forest.
he went by.
Okay, yes. So basically, he says, yes, he told me a little bit about you. Well, he's quite good at finding information. So
Oh,
I've
is
learned
that
a
so?
lot. Oh yes, I've learned a lot, a lot. He paused for a second. I've learned
Like,
a lot from him, and he just looks over, glances at Razzle, and looks back at you. I think we should keep this introduction short. I do know you have a lot to deal with, and many things you'd perhaps like to keep hidden. He just like says,
Litney,
active issues. Mm-hmm.
yeah, Litney kind of has this sinking feeling that he might know Sara.
Perhaps,
So,
perhaps
but she's
not.
gonna keep.
It's not certain
Yeah,
just
so she's
yet.
gonna keep a tight lip.
Hmm.
She's keeping a tight lip just in
Yes.
case.
He
Very,
says,
very much
not
so.
avoiding talking to authorities isn't lying. You can only lie by omission if you start speaking. He says, chuckling.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna move on to Razzle, and then I'm going to end the session. So he looks to you. I've heard a few things. He just walks up to you. I've heard your name is Razzle. I don't know if that's correct, but is that at least what you go by?
Maybe. Depends who's asking.
He says, well, it's me, Mario, your uncle. And maybe you should better be honest to your old man, eh?
I'm a cat.
Okay,
Meow.
what's your point? He says, I'm still your uncle.
Sure.
And just like, it's me. Okay, Ellen, dear, I will move past the joke. Well, let's say your name is Razzle, or perhaps it's not Razzle. Perhaps it's, I don't know, what's a racist name I can say for a cat? Whiskers? He just looks at himself, I have whiskers, I shouldn't say that.
Bob.
Well, I will call you Razzle.
Princess.
Yes. So
Tom.
I shall call you Razzle, assuming that is what you want to go by, because that is the name you wrote down your identification papers.
Mm-hmm.
There's
You
so many
perhaps
names.
don't enjoy talking to authorities, and I fully appreciate that. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for what you've done, the service you've granted upon us, by protecting us from the Crabulon attack. Crabulot, whichever his name was. It's tough to tell. I also have heard that you are going to be a part of this team dealing with. He just kind of glances upwards and kind of looks back at you. Higher issues. Mm-hmm.
Dinok, don't you dare aura farm.
Yes.
Don't.
Who's horophonic?
Dinok, because I could feel it. Andrew wanted to say the name
1 second.
just to our farm.
1
Sorry.
second. So all I'm gonna say is basically he says, I just wanted to say that I do not judge you for your past or your current profession. I have met many a people, be they performers, be they rogues, be they the unfortunate sort. It just looks to you, I am well aware that the position you were born in does not represent you. The people you're born to does not dictate your life. The authorities you were forced to follow don't dictate your fate. I don't know what exactly you're going through, but I wish you the best of luck. And when you do deal with our church issues, we shall offer you all the support we can. Granted, we still have a war on Three Fronts going on, and another war likely brewing, unless we are lucky about certain things. You're just going to take a step back to look to the group as a whole. I believe you've all been rewarded well enough with the money, the gold, and the envelopes. The envelopes can be used to access places you perhaps haven't been able to before, where you need an invitation. I would like to extend a little bit of an extra courtesy upon you. If you wish, you may all visit the Royal Armorer and the Royal Mage, I don't know what the word is still, despite me doing this, the Royal Artificer.
It depends. The
basically
guy
the person who
that
deals with like all the magical items, the Royal Tinkerer, and the Royal Armorer. I will not. Our purses are unfortunately not so bountiful that I can offer you anything more for free at this moment. But at the very least, given the gold you perhaps have saved up, you can get a good deal on an exclusive item of some variety that you may have not been able to get elsewhere. It's entirely up to you. For now, I just wish to say thank you to all of you, and you can all enjoy an all-expense-paid vacation. Well, to a location of your choice within the country.
Thank you.
That's a small little extra courtesy. Courtesy of my dear wife, Elendra. She smiles. Thank you, Isme. Perhaps she can explain this a bit more. I'm not particularly well knowledge about little details like accommodations and stuff like that. And she steps forward and smiles. Ah, it's okay. As we all know, our Great Majesty is more of a punch them till they agree kind of person rather than a negotiation sort. So he doesn't understand the finer intricacies of such things, So for all of you, as you've all been through a lot, we would like to effectively give you a holiday.
Thank you.
Just tell me, what kind of place would you like to go to, and we'll make sure you get the top-class resort. Like, we have to know, that's a private beach that's a private beach that's opened up recently. That might be nice. It's quite close to Dragon's Bay. You might enjoy the view. There's a resort that's opened up over in the Cosatia. There's also a hot springs that's been like quite popular lately, and they've opened up a royal part of it.
Royal.
Yes. So this particular hot springs that has been set up with my blessing, my personal blessing. It's quite good. It helps in the recovery of a lot of our commanders, soldiers, higher ranks. It also has a separate part of it that's purely for the royal family. No one else can get in. It's quite exclusive. It's large. The magical properties of it are exquisite. It is a wonderful bat. And I'm sure not many people have the opportunity to use a royal hot spring. What do you say? All expense paid trip to and from it.
Litney looks to the others. There's gods, I don't remember when the last time I went to a hot spring was.
Not you all, but I'm very happy about this.
And I think we should end the session here actually, because this is the set. This is now the promise, the setup for how you guys get to the hot spring. Next session, we'll have to actually go over what we planned, which is Dinok talking with Rosa, and then the Litney doing the research. That said,
I'll say this: Dinok didn't say shit. He didn't say a single thing. Dinok didn't say nothing.
okay.
No, but I know you wanted
it.
to.
I
I know you
appreciate
wanted to.
I'm ending the session.
No,
I'm ending the session here. Treat